How's it going, everybody? It's ConCon here. Today we're going to be talking about the 7-star raid for Garchomp and how to beat it using Sinistcha, which is actually a cool Pokemon to use. Now, before we go through the Sinistcha build, let's talk about how to get the raid active in your game. And quite simply, you have to go to the Poke Portal, make sure that your console is connected to the Wi-Fi, go to Mystery Gift. You will not need a Nintendo online subscription. All you got to do is check Poke Portal News at the bottom here, and this will pretty much update the event for your game using the Wi-Fi and then disconnect you afterwards. As usual, the event will be running this weekend and next weekend, so from the 23rd to the 25th of May, and then the 30th of May to the 1st of June. Now, I saw somebody called Jason talking in the comment section of another video about a Sinistcha build that sounded really interesting, so I wanted to try it out for myself. Now, this makes use of Sinistcha, which of course is a DLC Pokemon. We're going to use the Grass Tera type. It's got to be level 100. We're using a held item I have never used before, the Big Root. This actually increases the heals that you get every time you use HP stealing moves, which this Pokemon is literally built on. So every time you attack, you're going to heal. It's fantastic. Of course, you're going to want to have best IVs. In terms of your EVs, we're going to put our EVs 252 into HP, 252 into special attack. We're going to have the modest nature that gives us that 10% increase into special attack, as shown by the little red up arrow on special attack. And then we're going to have the hidden ability Heat Proof, which halves the damage taken by fire type moves, which will be okay in this case because his moves on fire kind of suck. In terms of the moves that we'll be using Mighty Garchomp, which is the base move that this Pokemon has. Unfortunately, it does have a 90 accuracy, so you might miss a couple times, and it also has a chance to leave a target with a burn, which ideally we want to burn the target too. You're also going to be healing by half the damage that you deal. So every time you use this, especially while you're terrestrialized, you're going to heal to max every time, which is great. We also have Iron Defense. You're going to have to learn this through TMs. This is to boost our defense stat sharply because the Garchomp is going to boost its attack stat sharply, so we have to be able to survive that. Then we have Nasty Plot that is going to boost our special attack stat by 2 stages each time we use this. This is going to get us our damage out of Sinistcha because ideally it's not like a super strong Pokemon, but after using this move 3 times, you're going to clap that thing around the area. And then we have Strength Sap, which is a really cool move. It's going to heal you based on how much the attack stat is of your opponent, which in this case is a lot. So every time you use Strength Sap, you're going to heal yourself to maximum, but you're also going to lower the attack stat of the target. So you can bring down that attack stat of Garchomp while healing yourself. So it's a really cool move to keep you alive and weaken the Garchomp. Once you've got that all built up, all you got to do is check your map. We're of course going to find this raid in Paldea, and it will look like this, a black crystal raid with the ground type icon on it because it's a ground type Garchomp. So make your way to this location and let's go ahead and beat it. So we'll be challenging this alone. Now, it doesn't really matter what teammates you have, but if you have teammates that have Intimidate, that's great. And if you have Arbelovia, even better. We're going to start out the match by doing Iron Defense 2 times. You can probably fit in a 3rd time if you want, but I realized that I didn't need it in my case. So it really depends on if you're getting critically hit and your health is going down low. I just used it twice using the Earthquake to see how much damage I'm taking. I'm still at 200 HP. It's fine. He'll pop out his shield. At this point, we have to bring out our Nasty Plots. We have to do 3 of these because we need the damage from it because we're gonna do no damage without doing these. So you have to do 3 of them to max out your special attack so that you can hit really hard. So after you've done all 3, it will then be part of the raid where he will remove negative effects from himself. So that's great. We haven't really applied any, so we're not losing anything. He's also going to use his first Sword Stance, which is going to up his attack stat by 2 stages, making him a little bit more deadly. At this point, you want to use a Mighty Garchomp 3 times. Hopefully you don't miss too many times because you need the health. If you really need to heal, you can use Cheer Heal. But we need to use Mighty Garchomp 3 times so that we can unlock our terrestrialization. It's not going to deal crazy damage, but it's going to deal enough damage to heal you for a decent amount. It should keep you going as long as you're landing the attacks. Hopefully during this process you also apply a burn, which would be nice, but you're pretty much just gonna go unlock your terrestrialization so that you can, hit him a whole lot harder and also make some of his attacks useless, right? So once you unlock terrestrialization, you're going to use Mighty Garchomp so that you can break the shield. I missed my first turn, which is unfortunate, and at this point he used his second Sword Stance, so he's got like 4 stat boosts for Sword Stance, making his attack stage really high. So you want to break that shield as soon as possible because we want to take down his attack stat using another move. So once you've broken his shield, immediately after you've broken his shield, you should at least use 2 strength saps. So at this point here, you're going to use strength sap. You're going to use it at least twice. This comes in handy in so many ways because not only is it going to reduce his attack stage by 1, it's also going to pretty much heal you to the maximum HP. So you won't die when you're using this move. It will heal you all the way up. So you're going to keep this in mind for the rest of the raid. If you ever are below 100 HP, you want to use this move. At this point, Garchomp is going to nullify our stat changes, which means we don't have our defense and we don't have our boosts to Nasty Plot. So we're going to use Iron Defense 3 times so that you can bring your defense back to where it belongs. After doing Iron Defense 3 times, I recommend using a Strength Sap to get your HP back up and reduce his attack 1 stage. Then you're going to use Nasty Plot 3 times to bring up your special attack so that you can start hitting hard to finish the raid in about like 2 hits if when you land them. So Nasty Plot 3 times, get your attack stat up there. Use the Strength Sap if your HP is low to just get yourself higher and reduce his attack stage by another point so that he's not going to accidentally out of nowhere just one-shot you, which can happen if you're unlucky. So do be prepared and watch out for your HP. Don't let it go into orange, right? At this point, you can use Mighty Garchomp twice. After you have those 3 Nasty Plots, this is going to be pretty much done. So 1, his health is gone. You're going to heal from that entirely to the maximum, and you're going to use Mighty Garchomp again and pretty much finish off the raid just like this. Hopefully you don't miss too many times, because sometimes I missed and I had to, take 2 of his hits to survive. So that's why you want to keep your HP really high, catch him in the ball that you like. I use the level ball, and these are the rewards that you get from beating the raid. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.